We are still in the indigenous area of the San Blas Islands in Panama. This week, we meet up with some of our cruising friends and stern tie to the most picturesque palm tree island.
You're set up? We have the stern line. Are you guys anchoring? We're anchored. Okay.
And my parents come to join us to soak it all in. And things just wouldn't be complete without a potential disaster.
Dumped our holding tank when we went offshore the other day and said it actually didn't dump and there's a clog. So now Billy's got to go underwater, hopefully it unclogs because it's about to explode. Oh, you don't remember which part you put your mouth on?
I definitely put it on this side. Alright guys, we've been exploring some of these empty islands, the further away San Blas from like the normal populated area of San Blas, it populated at least with cruisers. Today we're getting to that area that's more popular with cruisers, the main part of the San Blas, and we're gonna meet up with some of our friends on Jubal, and they have a little stern tie group together right now. So we're heading over there and we're gonna hang out and say hi and check out what it's like in this part of the area. We're almost there, we're almost an hour away. A lot more boats over here.
Jenny. No. I didn't even see Leah in there.
Still a parking spot for us? Yeah. You have your stern anchor set up? We have a stern line. Are you guys anchoring? We're anchored. Okay. Play it by ear. Let's get the stern anchor out first and then we'll tweak it back and forth. Right here is where the wall is. You can come back further if you want. Alright, so perfect. So we'll put our bridle on and then that'll be perfect.
Thank you for your help.
We're all stern tied up. That was easy.
Okay guys, today's video is sponsored by our long-term partner, BetterHelp. And contrary to what many people have grown up believing, therapy is not for the weak. It is for people who want to better their relationships with themselves, others, and just overall improve their quality of life. And BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that makes connecting with a therapist super simple. There is no time wasted commuting to an office, no waiting to unload your thoughts in the next session, and you can message your therapist anytime, and scheduling video chats and phone sessions is quick and easy. Therapy helps me manage the constant battle I have between really missing my family and friends back home and then pursuing this crazy lifestyle of living on a boat and traveling the world. So my sister is about to have her very first baby any day now, and I get kind of down in the dumps when we're here and missing that kind of stuff. So therapy is helping me realize at the beginning of each year we're going to set up a budget and then dedicate times throughout the year where I can fly back and be home for that. So in a couple weeks I get to go home and meet my very first nephew for the very first time.
And therapy helps me get an outside perspective on our unique lifestyle and running our small business, especially if we're second guessing if we're on the right track or when obstacles arise and we just need second opinion, someone to talk to and make sure it's the right track for us.
If you think therapy could help you too, then visit betterhelp.com/endlesssummer for 10% off your first month. All you have to do is fill out a quick questionnaire and you'll be matched with a licensed therapist. And if that therapist doesn't feel just right, then don't worry, switching therapists is hassle-free and free. So get started on Better You today.
After a few weeks in the remote San Blas Islands, it's time to restock on supplies.
Bacon, that's what you wanted?
Yeah. Sí.
Yeah.
Perfecto, sí. How do we do with that grocery shop?
It was a little overwhelming. It was really easy. We just ordered it online, and then a couple days later they bring it to us. Again, we don't speak fluent Spanish, so just like understanding what they're kind of trying to tell us while making sure the boats weren't hitting together. And then as far as like the item we ordered, you're ordering it based off of like a description and a picture. And like I ordered like a big thing, because it's like a Costco, a big thing of ground beef, and it said vacuum sealed, so I kind of assumed it was like a Costco ground beef where they have pounds separated vacuum sealed, but this was
but Costco also has this too.
Yeah, but you have to ask for this. This is like way in the back. Like you have to ask the butcher for this.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, it's on Instagram all over.
Yeah.
You know you could buy.
Here is my favorite Costco hack. Go to the meat window and ask them for the 10-pound tube of 90% lean ground beef.
And we're out of vacuum seal bags, so now I'm kind of just like individually putting them in Ziplocs that we're about to run out of. So it's just like not the smoothest process right now, just because it needs to be in the freezer ASAP. But besides that, everything went pretty smooth.
Got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they got everything. Everything seems good quality. So PriceSmart is a grocery store similar to a Costco, like a, what's that called? A
Membership.
Yeah, membership store in Panama City. And then our friends let us know that there's a guy out here and he will go do your pickup. And so pick up all the groceries, check and make sure they're all there, and then put them on a panga and bring them out to you. So that's what we did.
Way easier than however many days it would take us to
Get to Panama City. And like we didn't have to deal with the Uber and like all the bags of trying to get all this stuff, and it was very simple. I'm just a little flustered with the meat right now, but that's nobody's fault but my own for not knowing, because I had to do the same thing with chicken, and raw chicken terrifies me.
The other slight difficulty we had was like we ordered a ton of milk because we accidentally got lactose-free milk last time because we didn't quite understand the Spanish, although it's pretty obvious. 2, 4, 6, 7. Tengo 7. Son 12. 8. 9. So we got a whole bunch of milk, and we made sure to order regular milk, but they brought us 12 cartons of lactose-free milk again. 12. Which is fine, it's not a huge difference, just it tastes slightly different to me, but either way. We have like, I don't know, like 6 gallons of unrefrigerated lactose-free milk.
And they said, like, that wasn't the delivery people's fault. That was the only option at PriceSmart. Like, even though we got it, this PriceSmart only had lactose-free, because that's all they stock, I guess.
And check it out, we even got 4 dozen eggs, and every single one of them survived the pickup at PriceSmart, the drive, and then the Panga ride, and then the transfer to the boat. I was expecting, at the very worst, potential disaster and no egg surviving. At the very least, at least 1 or 2 cracked, but they all survived. Pretty good.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within calling. This heavy load got under your skin. All in, you got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside. Heading for a collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors. Right.
We have been getting a ton of comments on the last few videos saying we have been getting ripped off and we shouldn't have to pay to anchor or go to land, and as much as we would love to save the money, what most people don't understand is that while San Blas, known locally as Gunayala, is officially part of Panama, they are ruled by their own general and agreed to be a part of Panama under the condition that the Panamanian government respects their tribal laws, tradition, and culture. So the islands we walk on are theirs, and the surrounding waters are theirs to control. Just like we have to pay a $300 cruising permit to sail the Bahamas or the $10 anchoring permit per spot in Curacao, the Kuna area charges $10 per anchorage. That money is collected and used by whichever village we are currently closest to. And just like we pay to go on private property, whether that is a nature park or beach access, here we sometimes need to pay to access land. We would love the fees and the person that collects the fees to be a little more defined. However, this is their land, water, and culture, and we are just grateful to be able to get a little glimpse of it.
This isn't the laziest thing we've ever done. I don't know what it is.
Oh, is it your
After spending the last few weeks alone in the remote, rarely visited part of San Blas, without anyone that even speaks our native language, it's so nice to spend time with friends again. Kyle and Leah have become some of our closest friends over the past year, and we have been lucky enough to spend time with them in St. Martin, Grenada, Colombia, and now Panama. They were here last season and have now introduced us to all their Panama cruising friends. And the only thing that could make this awesome group a little better is the addition of two very special people. Come on.
Protect these guys, Billy boy.
Oh,
Daddy! Girl! Sorry, she's all wet.
Oh, it's so good.
Parts of the Great South Bay have been frozen, and Jupiter, Florida has been getting in the 40s, so it's time to de-thaw these two in the beautiful, warm Panamanian waters. Takuda. Can you eat those? You don't wanna? No. Why? It's small and they eat them here.
They also eat them in the Bahamas.
Yeah, but in Bahamas there's risk of ciguatera. There's no risk of that here.
I'd rather him live.
Rather him live? Oh, we could get... If I can get to him before he falls in, then he's ours, and maybe we trade him to a fisherman. It's technically the dry season here in Panama, and we were hoping to have warm, sunny skies for their visit, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter if it's raining out when you're underwater, so we're doing our best to spend as much time under the surface as possible.
There are very few things on this earth that I love more than diving, but one of those things is watching someone else find their own love for being underwater and seeing what's below the surface. Watching them wave to sharks, spot stingrays, point out fish, and ask questions makes this little ocean lover's heart so incredibly happy.
No, you got it. Here's. Oh, can you step over or no? Oh yeah, no, he's good. Bring the tip out here. Step down.
Can you see what it is?
No, not yet. Whoa, pompano. Or keep them in the water.
Permit?
Permit. They're really good eating.
Way to go! We've never even caught one of those.
It might be a jack.
Does they make that noise?
Yeah. Let me see the full thing.
Yeah, it's a jack.
Ah, bummer. You get more.
Jack Prevail. Hey, but it could be a yellow jack, and then we could eat it.
You snagged him in the side, Dad.
That's weird.
Good job! How was the fight?
It was good.
Did you think you were gonna catch anything?
I didn't know, because they were jumping pretty hard over there.
They're a fun fight, right, Dad?
Yeah, I mean, I got them on the side, so that probably hurt the fight, but...
A million things could go wrong on a boat at any time, but one thing you really don't want to have an issue with, especially with guests, is a problem with the holding tank.
We dumped our holding tank when we went offshore the other day in order to get to this spot, but we didn't realize that it actually didn't dump and there's a clog, and now the entire tank is bulging. So now Billy's got to go underwater, stick a stick up there, and hopefully it unclogs because it's about to explode.
Can you say what you were doing?
I was blowing air into the coop.
Through hole.
That sounds delicious. Did it work?
It released a little bit. All I need it to do is release enough to get it out of the tubes on top of the tank, because right now it's all the way up to the top of the tank and into the vent tubes and into the deck pump out, and I need to be able to get enough out of the deck pump out tube that I can take that tube off the top of the tank without it all leaking out, and then I can stick a stick in the top of the tank, because the clog is not on this side of the freaking 90 degree, which shouldn't be in a waste tank through hole. It should be no 90 degree.
Tell me how you really feel.
Ridiculous.
I never throw toilet paper down there, ever.
I know, it's probably some, maybe the mineral deposits and, I don't know, just solids that just kind of collected in the bottom.
What was the weirdest thing you saw down there?
This little snake, sea snake, probably in my freaking hands.
It's so hard to tell on camera, however, this is bulging out like a solid inch. This is where it should be, and it goes whoosh. Yum. What did taking that cap off do?
May possibly release some pressure, because if those vent tubes were clogged a little bit, then it would create a vacuum restricting how much waste can flow out. Let me just check. Careful.
Ew. Oh, you don't remember which part you put your mouth on?
I definitely put it on this side.
That's disgusting.
Hey, you gonna kiss me tonight?
No.
After I take care of this, you better.
Oh, I smelled that one. Ugh.
After a few more dives under the boat, blowing air into the through hole and sticking semi-flexible tubing into the through hole, I was able to allow enough black water out to get the level low enough where I was then able to pull the deck pump out hose off the top of the tank and stick a long dowel into the tank to unclog the exit out of the bottom. Crisis averted.
Hey, Ricky.
We had to.
Good boy.
We had to fight for our spot.
Can I see your hat?
Did you say
There you go. Good boy. She wants more.
That's hilarious.
Hey, this lady promised me something. I get nothing.
Lava wants it.
Be careful. What is it?
Like a little bed?
It's a snuffle mat.
It's a dog bed.
You put treats in it.
That's why all the dogs loved it. That's amazing.
And poop eggs. Perfect.
We did our best to make the most of our time with my parents, despite the weather and the very non-traditional holiday setting, but it's safe to say we had a blast with them, and I think we did a good job of wearing them out.